Hey, how you doing? I know it's been 2 days that I haven't uploaded, and now I'm back. So, welcome to the Straw Hat Verdict. It's me, Stealthy, or you can call me Isaiah. I don't really give an effing crap about it. So today, before we start, I just want to shout out my boy Tracer S22. He's the other judge of this show that I'm doing, and he has been crushing it with his verdicts lately. And he recently made like 2 verdicts today, which is crazy. You should check it out. Um, I always put his verdicts in my playlist below. My playlist. So just go over to my playlist tab on my channel, and you can just binge watch his playlist there, and his videos are there too. So check him out. It's cool. So on today's verdict, we're gonna talk about a movie I saw about like 2 days ago, and it's called Bullet Train, and this is Brad Pitt. Now I'm someone who doesn't watch Brad Pitt at all. And to be completely honest, I think this is my first Brad Pitt movie that I ever watched on my freaking 17 years, 16 years here living on Earth, and it's a crazy movie, I will say. So the whole thing about Bullet Train is that it's basically like when assassins meet each other in this like little confined space, and they just have it out. So um, this movie can be like, you can say basically like Tokyo John Wick kinda. Um, and it's the little spin on it is that it's violent too. Like it's literally, I will say it's probably more violent than John Wick to a certain extent, but it is up there with John Wick. But it has a comedy twist on it, so it's a lot of comedy and a comedian twist on it, make you hee hee ha ha laughing and all that. So the movie. So basically, it stars this guy named Ladybug. That's his code name because everybody here goes by their code names. So Brad Pitt is playing a character named Ladybug, who was like I think a freaking like retired assassin, who got put on by a mission by someone. And he doesn't know. Basically, the entire thing about all these assassins is to do one thing and one thing only: collect the briefcase. And the thing about the briefcase is that it's in a train. So literally majority of this movie is taken in a train, and that's kind of crazy actually. Now once it's majority of the movie, not the entire movie. It's not like freaking Speed where like it's a freaking bus. No, this is a train. So majority of this movie is taken on a train. So we have a lot of characters in here, and I think the best thing about this movie is that the side characters have so much freaking backstory behind them. Like they're like develop characters. So if like one of them dies, you like really care for them. And I think it's like has more developed characters than freaking the Jack Snyder cut of the Justice League. It's crazy how like what about these characters are. Like they are so well developed and well written. They can each have their own movies. Like every single side character that you see in here, the side character assassins that you see in here, they can have their own freaking separate movie, or even TV series. It's crazy how like well developed they are. So our main assassins here is obviously Ladybug, and then we got Lemon and Tangerine, who I think are the freaking best duo here. Oh my god, they are so hilarious. Um, I think the whole Lemon and Tangerine duo squad and like the entire story in this movie is so outrageously funny, and it's so like entertaining to watch. And they're just overall like a freaking good duo. Lemon, he really likes Thomas the Tank Engine because he said that he devoted his entire life for social interaction or like social skills from Thomas the Tank Engine, and I think that's pretty funny. Um, and we got Tangerine here who can't go one freaking sentence without saying the F word, and he's British, so he says like bloody, hell, twat, all these like British slangs things. And it's funny. I think they're a pretty good duo. And so then we got another one. His name was the Prince. The Prince was a female actually. I think she was like the only female assassin there. I believe so. And she also has a little bit of backstory to her. Like the main three people that you want to like look out for is Ladybug, Lemon Tangerine, and the Prince because they're pretty important characters. And I think the Prince is pretty cool. It's played by Joey King. I heard she was pretty good. and all the thing about the prince is crazy. But I don't want to talk more about it because most of it's just spoilers. So next we have some like other ones like the wolf. Now I think the wolf got a freaking bad treatment. This guy literally died in like the freaking first 5 minutes. Like he had a pretty good backstory. Like they made like a whole freaking backstory about this dude, and then it's like, you know what, we're gonna kill him like the first 20 seconds of the freaking like time they all meet in that train, which is pretty freaking sad. So then we got the the Japanese group. So we have the White Death. The White Death is also a freaking cool guy. He has that red mask on him, looking like a freaking Japanese character from freaking the Shogun series. And speaking of Shogun, that popular guy is on here too, who like I think he stars in the Shogun, and he was also in freaking other many movies like John Wick 4, Mortal Kombat, there's another one. Shogun, of course, he was in there. You know, he was in a lot of them. He was in a lot of, you know, all of those movies. Um, I forgot his name though. I keep forgetting his name. I think it's like Hirokiwo. He's like the freaking Dwayne Johnson of Japanese. Like this dude's in every single movie I've seen, like Taken in Tokyo, because you know he's a pretty good guy. So he got him, and then we got the father, him and the prince. They're like really close, so you get a lot of scenes with them, and just them protecting their son. And that's really about it for the main cast. I think all those people that I mentioned there, even the freaking father, even the wolf, I believe so. He was like one of my favorites, the wolf. But it's so sad that he got killed in like the first 20 seconds of the train. But I think all those people I mentioned right there can get their own movie, especially Lemon and Tangerine, because I would love to see like a whole like Lemon and Tangerine movie. That'd be pretty cool. So that's it. That's the characters. That's the story. They're all getting that one briefcase. They fight each other, develop relationships, and this is a spoiler thing, so spoil. So yeah, they all get they're basically bamboozled by the White Death, basically. Like they got sent there, all of them, and yeah, that's basically what happened. So the funny thing is that Brad Pitt, or the Ladybug, you can say, he doesn't really care. Like all of this, he just doesn't really care. So he doesn't take anything seriously that's happening. Even when he fights people, this dude's like, when he's like fighting this one guy, he's like, oh man, I don't know who you are, man. You know, oh, I don't even know you. You know, he's like that. There was one time like they were fighting this guy train. He was also fighting this other dude, and they were really just like beefing it out. And then he's just, you know, like hello, you know. And then there's this other scene where they were on this fast moving train, um, and he just doesn't take anything seriously. He's just like, you know, he's not scared, he's not shocked, he's just, you know, chill, you know. It's just, what are you doing, man? It's just not taking it seriously. And I mean, it can be played a little bit better for Brad Pitt, but still, um, it's crazy how he doesn't take anything seriously. I think that's what makes it funny. And let's see, the violence. I think the violence in this movie is amazing. There's this one scene where this guy just got freaking like cracked up. There's another scene where a guy got chopped in half from a fast-moving train, which is crazy. Um, and then there's like a whole sword fight scene with that guy that I mentioned, the Hewakaru, I forgot his name. And there wasn't really a lot of violence in this movie, like a lot of like bloody violence. I think the only like cool looking violent scene was when Lemon and Tangerine did the kill count thing. I think that was like a cool little sequence there. But other than that, the violence here was not that much, even though it's meant to be an assassin movie. Most like the violence is just like punching and all that, you know, like sword fighting. Not a lot of guns. I think it's like not a lot of gun scenes there, but yeah, it's there. I would have expected a little bit more violence from it, you know, but that's fine. It's fine. Um, so is there anything bad about this movie? I would say that the first like 30 minutes. Oh, okay. I really love the ending, especially the ending, because I think the ending was actually pretty cool. Like I was pogging, I was laughing. I think the ending was like the best part of the movie, because that's where I had the most chuckles. That's where I had the most like ooh wah moment, like the like point fingers thing. And I like a lot of like celebrity cameos when here, especially like freaking Ryan Reynolds and Sandra Bullock. Um, that was a big surprise. So overall, Bullet Train was just a freaking ride of adventure. People compare this movie to a freaking anime, and I want to do a little hot take, a little nitpick, but I don't like it when people just take anything that's like Japanese related or like anything that has Japanese history and just call it an anime. Like, no, 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 no. Um, it's Japanese history, not anime. And there's also another one where people call the Avatar The Last Airbender cartoon thing an anime because guess what? It's a cartoon, and it's taken Japan or like in the Asian district, and you know what they say, ding ding ding. You know what that means? It's an anime. No, it's not an anime. That's crazy. In order for something to be an anime, it has to be one, cartoon, and two, it has to be made by a Japanese person. And that's what makes it considered an anime, no matter what. So anything that's American or like anything that's like American freaking Doki Doki Dojo Club, that's made by an American, I believe so. So just is Doki Doki Dojo Club considered an anime? No, but it does have anime style features. So I just want to take that, freaking people call it, Ghost of Tsushima anime. You kind of call it anime, I guess. But no, not really anime. But you know what I'm saying. So, just calling anything like an anime that's taking like Tokyo, Japan thing, it's just, it gets on my nose. It's like one of my pet peeves. So yeah. But anyways, other than that, Bullet Train. So overall, I think Bullet Train was a pretty like good ride. Um, I think everybody in this movie did pretty good jobs. I think there could have been a little bit more action. I believe so. But the character development, the story, um, the violence, it was top tier. Like it was pretty good. So if I was to put this on a little 1 to 10 scale, I would definitely give Bullet Train. The frick was that? I would definitely give Bullet Train like a good 8.5 out of 10. I think it was a pretty good movie. I think you should watch it. But this isn't really something that you should, just like watch like right after this video, watch it right now. No, it's just more like a, watch it. It's a good time. If you're like a fan like John Wick or like violent movies or just like, overall like comedy movies or even Brad Pitt himself, definitely give Bullet Train a watch. I loved it. It was a good ride. And then I definitely like advise you to watch this with like a freaking family member or like a friend because you guys will have a good time watching this movie. So yeah, that's the verdict. Final verdict, 8.5. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.